Oh gosh, my community has many different communities. I think about my family. My family includes people who are struggling with mental illness and addiction. My community are the various communities that I've served in my work. I spent 25 years working in HIV/AIDS, and now I work in one of the poorest neighborhoods in Cleveland. So my community tends to be folks who are disenfranchised, marginalized, kind of on the fringes of society.
To you?
So issue one is important to me on two levels. One, personally, and sort of it's important to me because I think it's good for the state of Ohio. It's important to me personally because I and my family have been profoundly impacted by addiction and addiction-related issues, and the, the the responses that I've seen in my family of locking people up simply haven't worked. I came to recognize in my family's experience that we really are dealing with something that's not a criminal issue, we're dealing with a public health issue. I think it's good for Ohio because I think we're spending way too much time and money trying to figure out a way of dealing with this that's about incarceration, and would be much more productive, much better for human lives and human communities and budgets if we could figure out a way of dealing with this in a way that's much more public health oriented. So if we stop incarcerating people for low-level offenses and instead redirected those resources and those individuals into communities, into services, into budgets that will really help them deal with the addiction, then Ohio will be much better off. And for me personally, for my brother, for my sister, for people in my family who have struggled with addiction, clearly the incarceration never worked. What worked was treatment, available treatment, low-cost treatment, and we have to make sure that we keep providing
that. Voting yes on issue one.
I am voting yes on issue one. I think it's a critical step in a much larger process, really looking at how we treat addiction in America and beginning to treat addiction and addiction-related issues in a much more health-oriented and a much more public health-oriented kind of way.